about the impeachment of Donald Trump. So right now we're in the United States. This is a place where technically any one of us could become president. Anyone in this entire country could, as long as they were born here, they are natural born citizen. They have lived here for 14 years as a resident, and they are also over the age of 35. So Donald Trump is a man that no one believed that could become president because he was not a politician. He didn't have that kind of background. He was known as a businessman among his peers. But he beat the odds, and while everyone thought that he wasn't going to win the election, he did. So I will be going over 3 different points on why Donald Trump should not be impeached. First, because they were already against him as soon as he won the election, because he will not be impeached regardless whether they go through with the impeachment process or not. He will not be removed, and because this is up for the American people to decide with a 2020 election up so soon. So my first point is, a lot of people thought he was going to break the Constitution's Foreign Elements Clause, and so here I have a picture of what that is in its entirety. And so this is telling us that presidents are not allowed to accept gifts or basically be bribed by other countries. So Donald Trump is a businessman. He has a lot of hotels, things of that sort. And so basically what experts thought was that if foreign leaders, if they came to the US, they could basically try to bribe him by staying at his fancy hotels, pay low prices, and then improve their relationship with him, which of course is all speculation. This is not necessarily something that did happen. It was just something they were afraid of happening and thought the repercussions could be more serious than if it actually occurred. And because he didn't want to put his businesses into someone else's hands, he felt like he worked for it, he should stay in control of it. Next is the process of impeachment. So basically what happens with impeachment is the House brings up, it's the House, yeah. So the House brings up the inquiry of impeachment. They go through trial, they have people give their testimonies, et cetera, they vote on it, and then eventually it's moved into the Senate. So the Senate then 2/3 has to decide that he is impeached or is going to be removed. And while the House is controlled by the Democrats, the Senate is not. It is majority Republicans, so they do not have to even look at any of the evidence. As soon as it gets into the Senate, they can automatically dismiss it, which it most likely will occur. And even then, no president has ever actually been removed from office, while 2 have been impeached. And while Nixon was the closest to being removed, he resigned before any of that even happened. So on to my last point, I have a poll here from Washington Post, the ABC News, and while you can see 49% believe that he should be removed, 47% believe he shouldn't. So this is not an issue where one side is drastically more for something than the other. Both are still very in the middle, and this is known as one of the issues that is dividing our country severely right now. So this is something where if okay, it's 2019, we do have a couple months till this next election. Wouldn't it be better to just wait for everyone to give their votes and then just go through the process of democracy that way? And while I've gone over these 3 points of why Donald Trump, this is as quote unquote witch hunt, and also it's not going to happen, and the fact that this is a choice for the American people, I want everyone to remember that the beauty of our democracy is that we are able to vote, and we all have a voice, and we should all use that voice. Because whether he gets impeached or removed, the 2020 election is coming up regardless, and that's something that we should take advantage of. Thank you.